We're going to finalize the foot today. The arms are going to be next. We're just going to do one arm and it's going to be duplicated everywhere. Once the arm is finished, we'll be done with this character. So yeah, and then we're going to tackle the pose. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool, 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 cool. So like I was saying last time, not a big fan of the foot design. I kind of like half-assed that one. Like I'm feeling like it's too like separated. It doesn't really feel like a whole piece that's well tucked in. um it's I could fix it with like a few things. Like I'm thinking that I need to probably just sculpt on it a little bit and figure out something that works. Just to make sure it just really feels like good. Yeah, I'll start by putting the because we're gonna need to add like some IMM and some stuff in there also, I'm feeling. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to duplicate this layer here, which is the internal layer, to make sure it's a solid object. And I'm actually going to use it to like design, let's say. So I'm going to give it its actual subtool color. And like very roughly, I'm going to just start to fill a bit of, oops, it's, I'm not in symmetry. Let's try that again. Oh, hey Marco, long time not coming here. Sculpt looking sharp and spidey. Nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Side effects, hello. Oh, I'm actually missing a mesh here. Wow, I almost missed that one. All right, back to this. Looking good. Learned a lot from your stream. Now I need to optimize my eyesight. All right, all right. So you see, just like by working on those like filler parts, it just helps to make things connected. Like I'm technically working on the trims of each plates right now. But I feel like if I was just going to go through the motion of like creating the mesh, I would miss out on the opportunity to really calculate correctly, like the curves, how I want it to look at the end. So like this here, and also this is not like a mesh that's going to move. So I might also just like try to polish these this mesh in a very like quick and dirty way, I'd say. I sometimes use that term, right, to just say that like I won't go through all the tech, like the method to create this mesh, and just try to get to like a result as fast as possible. Vandal, hello, hello. Do you know if it's possible to align the camera view to a flat surface while using dynamic symmetry? Oh, ho, ho, I know why you are asking that question. And the answer is I don't think it's really possible. But yeah, I wish that it was. Because also I would love to be able to do some clipping, knowing that I'm actually cutting the mesh straight. Okay, I think we're gonna need to have like a joint right here. Simply duplicating this one. As simple as that. So yeah, just a reminder, what I'm doing right now is technically what I call a design, because I'm kind of like going back to its blocking stage, and also my blocking is not, I'm not referring to like a concept, so truly my blocking is serving me as the design right now. I did place the major plates at first, but like I said, I just felt like it was uninspiring. So before placing like the details, I really wanted to have like a very clear plan for its design. My red flag is I never focus underneath the foot of a character the way you do. Um, yeah, I'd say that there's it. I'm still keeping a very low focus to the underfoot compared to the rest of the character. But there is a certain focus that's needed for sure, especially like if you're gonna work like in the industry, um, the riggers are gonna notice your lack of attention to under the foot. So at some point, it's you realize that it's mandatory to pay some attention to it. But me, I'm really concerned about just the shape of the foot in general. Well, not the shape. I can do with the shape. It's supposed to look a little bit more like so simplistic, unorganic, but it's more like how all the plates like connect to each other that I kind of like had a problem with. Hey, Marco, do you have any tips to finish up a project instead of brute forcing it? Does it gets easier after each project you finish? Um, I mean, yes and no. I tend to oh wait, what's that? What is that? Right, sorry, I'll come back on the question in a second. I'm not sure what this. Okay, it's. Not sure what that was. Anyways, looks better now. Um, I'd say that the more I sculpt, the more get I get reflexes, okay? And those reflexes, they help for your next model and the next one after, etc., etc. Um, Sometimes it's good to re-question your reflexes. Maybe you can improve them. You can do whatever. You always learn anyway. But I'd say that you can get like a certain confidence that's going to help you in the future. That being said, sometimes it's fun to try something new, and then you don't really have the confidence. You have to like regain it. Let's say you try to do something of a different style, for example. Like maybe you're gonna like not feel comfortable with that new style, so you need to readjust yourself. But if you're going to rinse and repeat the same style over your models, yeah, it's gonna get easier for sure. Might take some time still. I mean, it's not like you can't rush anything and expect to feel in control or to get good results. So there's things to, how can I say? There's stuff that you need to understand that comes with time, and you have to be comfortable with how much time it takes, right? It's part of your journey. I'd like to have a metal layer under all of the plates here. I'm gonna try something. Let's try that again, but with the orthographic view instead. All right, it closed correctly. That's good. We're gonna grab everything that's closed. We're gonna mask it. We're gonna spread the mask a little bit, inverse. We're gonna polish this so it removes its like jagginess. Okay. I'm going to make this even thicker, bring it here, and we're going to do two things. I'm going to move it where it was not flush to the sides. And I'm going to use orb crack to kind of like bevel its side like that. This is not a clean technique for sure, but pretty fast. And that's the thing. Sometimes you want to do something quickly. Sometimes you want to do something cleanly, I guess. Now I'm working with dynamic symmetry, so unfortunately I can't use the clip tool, which would have been really good here. Actually, I just realized that I have the same problem on this mesh. Okay, well then, you know, I can try to do this here. I'm gonna work in back face with like a huge radius to kind of like push this out like that. I'm gonna try to take about the same amount, push it here like this. I'm gonna be dynamishing, so if there's like imperfections and stuff like that, I don't really care. Okay. We're gonna use different poly paint colors, mirror and weld, dynamish this to the highest possible degree. And let's clean that. And I'm using orb crack to kind of like push the metal in. And it kind of like gives a quick little like border bevel. Reverse H polish. I would suggest you experiment with the behavior of the reverse H polish because it really has a different way of flattening and playing with the edges, and sometimes it's going to give you exactly what you're looking for, in my experience. Back to the move brush with back face. I want to thicken this part here. You see how cool it is sometimes? There we go. I'd like to flatten this. I think I can use the clip curve since it's going to be just like a straight angle. Oh no, never mind that. Fuck. I think I'm just going to remove the symmetry completely and just do this. Cool. All right, it did work. I didn't merge things here. I didn't want to do that, but they forced me. Just gonna smooth a couple of like things where it doesn't look like the under of the foot here. Let's just be honest, doesn't need to be super clean. Just enough for rock and roll, as we say. Close enough for rock and roll. And do a quick little things here to make it look a bit more interesting. Oops, I pushed things. What the? Okay, you know what? I'll just mask part of it. There we go. Didn't mask enough. Jeez, all right, finally. My God. There we go. Maybe let's try to re-dynamesh. Okay, we're not really losing too much cleanliness. A bit, but I can live with that. See, before H-polishing the metal pieces, I should have finished to like pull all the pieces so it's like final. The form, the shape is final. That was my mistake. And I'll repeat the mistake right here. Well, you know that so that's a teachable moment. There's like a method, right? And the more you follow the method, the cleaner your results are going to get. But it's really good to also know how to kind of like improvise and fix like something that wasn't like done properly. Let's just call it that. Okay, so yeah, see like that metal plate under the foot. It's a pretty good little technique right there, if I can say so myself. All right. Hey, the elusive streamer is streaming. Dude, I'm always here on Tuesdays. Not so elusive. Is the Arasaka shirt a hint at something? Yep, I'm starting an ARG. Good luck. You have to find the one frame that flashes in my 2-hour stream, and it will give you a code. And you have to go through the entire Chaos Masons website, and then you have to buy all of our merch. that that's the ARG. Wait, I'm saying ARG. I don't even know if that's the acronym in English. Yeah, yeah, it's ARG. Yeah. No, ARG is alternate reality gaming. It's the idea of like hiding subliminal stuff in content to make like a game out of it. All right, we're getting there. Oh yeah, I wanted to add this here. Hey Marco, any new character for the Apocalypse universe? Those series are amazing even more if we can see them developed here. Yeah, I was thinking of working on them here, maybe like the next one, or I don't know. Um, I'm actually working on something. I don't know how people are gonna appreciate that. I did that especially for me. I hope people are gonna like it, but I am kind of like updating the elementalists. I gave like a sneak peek here of it, and yeah, I'm just giving them like a little bit more of like a oomph that it had before. I added beasts to them, most of them, I'd say. And yeah, no, it's just it's a little something I've been working on. Actually, you know what? I'll give you a little. I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek here. So this is the new version for fire. So before she was taking like a stream of lava out of the floor. Now I decided to change it for an entire wyvern, a kind of dragon that doesn't have arms. And yeah, I've also worked on a few parts of the body, like adding horns and stuff. I've worked a little bit on how the magma works in the center of her body, and also the pose is different. At first, she was kind of like jumping and leaning back. Now I just gave her like a more frontal dash approach. And yeah, I've also, if you've noticed, the head of the dragon, of the wyvern, is basically what I've been showing that I painted myself on the last stream. So yeah, no, I'm super happy of the results. Like, and I know it's like I did the Four Horsemen and also the archangels, and they were like of a certain style, like armored characters, and now I kind of like turned like a took a left turn with the elementalist, and like I feel like maybe people were not expecting that, not like I don't know, I don't know, but the I just really liked the idea of those androids that actually pretty much like they have the elements inside of them. They contain the elements, and they're kind of like slowly getting destroyed by the elements, but they're becoming part of them. Like to think of like a synthetic life to be able to cross the gap and um, be able to feel the world around them, maybe even more than some people would. This like idea, I just really, really, really like it, and that's what I've tried to portray in the characters at the same time as trying to do like cool looking characters and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's I just wanted to work on them again and just give them a little bit more of like oomph that would put them on a more equal ground with the Four Horsemen and the Archangels actually. So yeah, that's one of them. That's probably the one with the biggest changes, I'd say. Last time I showed Earth, which is the one with the least amount of changes. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with the result. I don't know how people are gonna react to it. I know it's not like a new piece. It's like, oh yeah, it's like just something I've worked on again. But yeah, it's something that was important for me, and so there you go. My little sneak peek. I'm seeing the comments here. I'm happy that people are appreciating it. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Yeah, thanks for the comments, everyone. Really appreciated. So yeah, I've been thinking of what I could do with Neo Apocalypse after, and I've worked on I've worked on characters for the next faction, which is the underdogs, and I found good ideas, but I didn't find anything that like really spoke to me. So I decided to go back to the drawing board, and so yeah, so like I'm probably not going to go in the direction that I think I was gonna go. Um, so um, so yeah. Plus, I mean, I got like all the time in the world to work on the next faction. The production of the Four Horsemen is not going as fast as we intended, so we have a lot of time on our hands. So, and what I'm thinking also of doing, since I have more time on my hands than I thought, is I was thinking of maybe finishing the fourth Archangel. I know a lot of people have been asking about that, and yeah, I've always wanted to make a fourth one. But the thing is that the fourth Archangel is it's not like I say it's more like another Archangel. It's not the fourth Archangel. I might present it in the series as like the fourth Archangel, but the thing is that in the story, uh, there is a angel prototype that not prototype. There's an actual like angel soldier that falls from the sky after a battle, a lost battle, and the armor falls in the hands of someone. I'm just omitting a lot of details here, a lot of names and whatnot, right? But yeah, the armor is retrieved and repaired and reworked, and I'm calling it like my it might be the code, just a code name, or it might actually be the name I'm gonna give it. But the idea is that it would be the fallen angel, fallen as fallen in battle, not necessarily fallen as in became evil or whatever the biblical meaning is. But the yeah, that's my idea. That's what I've been thinking of working on. I also have like the idea of not working on something new apocalypse right away, to just give myself a little break because I'm uh, slightly burnt out of doing the apocalypse things, and I don't want to. New apocalypse is a very important project for me, and I don't want to burn myself and not appreciate the ride. So I just have to be careful. Um, mm, 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 mm. Arnold render. Yes, it's made with Arnold exactly. Thank you. Mr. Mason, just call me Marco. Mason is not even my name. Do you think there will be a big breakthrough when it comes to 3D modeling soon, like topology, freedom, etc.? I have absolutely no idea. I don't work in the development of that, so no idea really. Amazing work as always. Thank you. I'm sure other cultures have apocalypse-related deities other than Christianity. Yeah, yeah, I'm just talking from my point of view. Well, I'm saying my point of view. I mean, it's not even Christian. I was raised Christian, but I'm not Christian anymore. At least, I mean, like not practicing, right? But my approach to uh, like apocalypse is Western for sure. Um, it plans on making a Neo Apocalypse game, something like Souls game. The theme that would be sick. Yeah, that would be super badass. Um, you know, I I've been thinking about it, like, and I'm thinking that probably the kind of game that would fit the most with the genre of the series would probably be a like Bayonetta style game. That's kind of like how I'm feeling it. It's not necessarily my favorite style of games either, but I really, really just feel like it's like it would be delivering more adequately than like other genres of games. Okay. Oh yeah, this part here before I get to Hey Marco, if you were to re-apologize this for a cinematic, how long do you think it would take? Well, I mean, I don't really work in cinematic anymore, and not anymore, but like usually. Um, the it's Most studios wouldn't want me to work from a ZBrush file to make a hard surface character. They would want to have it like polymodeled. Um, I know it's possible to do what I do with like vector displacement. I just don't know how optimal it is when it comes time to like rendering and that sort of stuff. Um, so I think it's like the kind of question that I actually cannot answer because I wouldn't. if it was to be done for like cinema, it would need to be um, done in a different way. Probably that like from the stage of the blocking, instead of polishing in ZBrush, it would have need to be done with like polymodeling, like I said. At the moment, I'm just winging the design because I feel like I've defined my style enough already on the character, so I'm just rinsing and repeating the same kind of like patterns that I've established throughout the character. But if I was to be doing some more like early exploration and that sort of stuff, I would probably be using references and that sort of stuff. The general answer is yes, I do use references. Depends on my ease with the subject or not. Like for me, using references is a it's a tool. It's a tool that sometimes you need, sometimes you don't. I actually do have a pure ref open right now, but to be honest, look, it's just it's just my old work, my other insectoid. In case like there's like I'm just like really having like a blank. I can look at this picture and just be like, oh yeah, seeing where it comes from, ideas of like designs that I did earlier, etc., etc. So yeah, in terms of the foot design, I think I'm gonna go with that. So I'm going to save, and and then I'm going to kind of like polish this. So we spent half the stream to just like to design the like to test the detailing part of this, and now we're just gonna try to like polish it quickly. Oh, there's a question here also. Hello, Marco. How wonderful your work. Thank you. George Borco recommended your channel to me. Cool, awesome. Well, thanks, George. Okay, question. Am I gonna have to dynamish this before re-subdividing it and stuff? That would kind of like be the wise thing to do. So let's go and let's Dynamesh, duplicate, Dynamesh lower. There we go. Z remesh. No, actually, no. We need to delete by symmetry, remove symmetry, then remove Dynamesh as well. Z remesh. Should be all right. Now mirror and weld. Oh, it did move. Huh. Oh, okay, there we go. It's because it was not mirrored and welded in its Dynamesh form before I did the delete by symmetry. Okay, now I can reproject. Okay. Okay, so now we're starting from a clean mesh. We're still symmetrical, so that's all good. Let's add a layer, and yep, let's go with the final polish. Are you looking at, have you tried the iPad for ZBrush? Yeah, I tried it at one of my friends' place who has an iPad, and it's pretty cool. I like it. Like if I was more nomadic, either inside of my house or outside, I would definitely get it for me. All right, so you see like this is an example of like the level of cleanliness I'm going to use for this part. It's nothing big. Um, yeah, it's just enough to look a little bit cleaner. Are all of the insectoid completely robotical, or is there some biological fleshy organism deep inside? I get the vibe from the spider. No, they're fully mechanical. They're just a very humanoid shape. Like they have like the synthetic muscles and everything. Her helmet looks like well the head. Yeah, there you go. It was kind of like a Freudian slip right there. The her head is kind of like has a bit of a helmet like feel to it. So I can see how it kind of looks like there's like a human inside. Plus, she has like kind of like rounder shapes that are akin to human forms. So yeah, I can see how it might actually give that look. And the next one I'm gonna make might not have so much like organic shapes. We'll see. I mean, things always have to fit, right? It's important that they keep some homogeneity between them. But since they all have like different shape language, it also gives off like a different feel between them. Alright, with those little tricks, it already looks cleaner, so that's good. Let's continue in that vein. Let's save also. George, hey, hey, hey. Does your neck not get tired? I find it's impossible to use display tablets because I have like down. Well, my tablet is more than 45 degrees up right now, so my neck is not really looking down so much. So since this is a curve in between this angle, this line and this line, edge polishing it will kind of like flatten the curve, which I don't. So see for here, I'm just using smooth to keep that curve intact. Because if I was to use edge polish, I'll show you, it would either like flatten like that or flatten inverse, which is not what I'm trying to accomplish right now. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe having it straighter is not that much of a bad idea. Essentially, I still want it to be more like curvy, so I ended up just like smoothing after anyway. Let's try to make that cleaner. With a bit of lazy mouse. Yeah, I really like Orb Crack because it's really good at doing those kind of like bevel when you do carved lines. It really gives the like a nice, yeah, nice bevel. That's all it is. So you know what? There we go. Closer I get to the under the foot, the least I care for the design of things. As long as there's like a general cleanliness, I'm gonna be okay. So here there's like a natural curve in that shape right here. We're almost done with cleaning these parts. Um, Renato, hey, how are you doing, mate? Pretty good. Hope you're doing good too. Use move brush like this is broken. Sorry, I don't understand what you mean. Okay, so that's good. Next, I'll be working on the details and how the plates connect together. Orb crack brush is king and queen when it comes to fitting pieces together. I agree. One of the gem I picked up from your stream. Cool, 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 awesome. Move with vocal shift to push the edges. Oh yeah, yeah, I like that method. All right, let's load the alphas also. Hi, I always wondered, are you essentially doing these decisions on the fly, kind of like sketching doodling, or are you working with a sheet direct reference? Um, no, I'd say that's for these series, like I said earlier in the stream, I'm working on pretty much just like instincts, I'd say, because I've been repeating this workflow a lot. It's starting to look not bad. I just noticed that you never use screws. Your hard surface character are always modular. Snap together, if you will. Yeah, it's correct. That's a good observation. I just think it looks more sci-fi, whereas screws, I think it's more from our time, or like brutish, maybe. Like Warhammer-ish. I don't like they're not really using screws in Warhammer. It's like rivets and stuff. But yeah, no screws. I just find it not sci-fi enough. How do you flip the alpha in that brush, and do you have a brush pack for the hard surface detail? I flip it because I open the alpha channel and I do flip right there. Flip H or flip V. It often comes down to the same. And the alpha pack, we have one on our website, but just a little disclaimer, all the ones I'm using right now, they're not necessarily the ones that we're selling because we're only selling stuff we did ourselves. And I tend to use like a bunch of brushes that are not necessarily all ones that I made. another little tip. Um, Often I'll start doing the details on the back or the bottom of something, which are the least like focal point, let's say. And the reason why I do that is because I kind of like give myself the opportunity to experiment on the type of details for like the section and that sort of stuff before I do like the important yeah, the important section. I'm doing a curve here. I'm doing like a few bevels in a row and smoothing. I think I'll try to do like a little round bevel here. Oops. Weird, doesn't really work. Maybe just because I have a slight curve in it. Okay, all right. be looking at the chat again soon. I just want to keep focus for the time being. All right, so we're pretty much done. I think I'll just merge everything so that I can place it on the other side and see how it is in symmetry. And yeah, 'cause in terms of the detail, I think we're good. Oh, maybe this here. Nope. Yeah, not sure, but let's leave it to that for the moment. This mesh, I can just push it inside. It's just supposed to be there in case I need to 3D print. All right, so that's how it looks with both feet. Cool. And there's our full character. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's save. All right, I'm just gonna check real quick what people were saying on the chat. Can you suggest me a pack of hard surface brushes? I don't really have a recommendation. We sell some on our website. At the bottom of the screen, you can just go on the link, go to chaosmasons.com. In the shop section, we have a few. Okay, yeah, you're saying you're gonna get them. Cool, cool. Oh, there's also a link. Thanks for people for doing that. It's pretty great. Did it to 10, maybe go to no. Yeah, okay. Thanks for that, everyone. How can you sculpt symmetrically the model if the model's not centered? When you use a local symmetry, it just takes the center of your gizmo, the orientation of your gizmo, as the symmetry. So if you never really lose your gizmo positioning, you're always going to be able to keep what's the center. Although some tools don't work, so just be careful. It's called the also local symmetry has to be in dynamic mode. So yeah. Badass design. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Right. So there we go. We're finally done with the leg. Only the arms left, and then the character is fully finished. I'm going to next week work on a new design instead of starting the arm. A lot of people have been asking for that, so I'll do a few streams about that. Like I said, it's not something I usually do publicly. I like to be in my bubble when I do this, but I'll try to do it over the stream, and we'll see how things go. Yeah. So yeah, let's go raid. Let's go raid someone. Share the love, and yeah, I should be available next week around the same time. Hopefully, we'll see. It's Christmas time coming, so sometimes stuff are not like things are not predictable, but we'll see. Anyways, so thanks for being here once again, and I hope to see you next week. Ciao, ciao.